Good morning. The program is Stolen Property. I'm Brother Donald. I'll be with you into the top of the noon hour. Going to put power into 1 hour as we move to rock your regular radio and to rock your mind. We thank you for being here with us this morning, that we may have the opportunity to be able to converse, to do some things that we may not have been able to do before. So we just going to chill this morning and see what we can get into. Because so many things are going on and so many things are happening. We call it slow burn in the age of rapid change. Things are moving so fast that you're not able to keep track, to be able to observe what's going on and what's happening, as they burn your pockets or pinch your pockets and cut back on your services with no social disruption. So we thank you once again for listening to this program, Stolen Property. You're sitting on, standing on, playing on, laying on stolen property. So welcome one and welcome all. I'll be back in 1 moment, so please do not go anywhere. Good morning. The program is Stolen Property. I am Brother Donald, better known as the Spiritman. Be with you into the top of the noon hour on this day, April the 9th, 2011. I am very happy to be here this morning. We have so many things that we have to talk about. One of the things that we need to talk about is some of this things that have been going on and happening, particularly with this city government and this city administration, the coldness and the callousness that's being displayed by this present administration. From what I've been reading, as far as what have been said, as far as this lead paint or lead poisoning is concerned, is very disturbing. Very disturbing indeed. Because I've been talking about this or been mentioning it for a while. And it's a shame that what I heard and what I've read, and the question becomes again, do we care about our children? Do we love them? Do we love ourselves? The question would be. So there's just so many things that we just have to do, and maybe that we can get something going at this particular time. Because now you just can't run, you just can't hide, you can't stick your head in the sand, you can't look up, you can't look down, you can't look to the left, you can't look to the right. It's inescapable. As I mentioned to you before, it's by choice or by force. We chose not to look at those things that was around us and ever present. But now we in a situation that you are forced to deal with it. And so many other things on this issue of lead poisoning that they do not wish to pay those who were damaged by negligence. And that's just saying it very lightly. It's one that we should have been in the streets on. It's an issue that no one should disagree or have an argument about. It's your call when it comes down to what you're gonna do. Do we love ourselves? Because it's not just children involved, it's adults involved. Whose futures have been disturbed, whose lives have been destroyed. And you're going to tell them that you're not going to pay them, you're not going to compensate them, you're not going to repair or attempt to compensate for the damage that was done to men, women, children. And the lead is just not in the paint, it's in the water. And as I have said, that the people in this city, lead paint babies, borderline retards, Riri, as the young folks would say. This is just one of many issues that we have to deal with. There's just so many. And the arrogance and the coldness, it hurts you to your heart. That our people are being forsaken. And people are crying about budgetary restraints. You find money for all the things that you want to do. But when it comes to the people, there's just none for me and you. Streets are banged up and beat up, but they can do a NASCAR racetrack downtown. They want to build hotels when the hotels that already are not filled to capacity. They want to do development, but no development where you live, where we reside. Have you had enough? Have you had enough, Baltimore? Have you had enough? Let me read this real quick. This was from the Baltimore Sun, Tuesday, April the 5th, 2011. Mayor, no money for lead paint poisoning. Rawlins Blake echoes housing authorities' claim that it cannot meet judgment. Echoing her housing commissioner, Baltimore Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake said Monday that Baltimore Public Housing Authority has decided it is not possible to pay lead poisoning judgments that could one day exceed $800 million because the money is needed to improve the living conditions for thousands of poor families. But Delegate Sandy Samuel Rosenberg, who helped write Maryland's 1996 lead law, said Monday that the authority cannot plead poverty when children suffered brain damage while living in public housing. The housing authority has to find a way to meet its legal obligation to the children whom a jury and a judge found were poisoned for their life because of the negligence of the housing authority, the Baltimore Democrat said. Officials spoke a day after the Baltimore Sun reported that the Housing Authority of Baltimore City is refusing to pay nearly $12 million in existing judgments, even though some cases it agreed to the dollar amount or lost an appeal. Rosenberg criticized the authority for using legalism and other maneuvers to avoid their liability. The authority outside attorneys have tried several strategies to over the past decade to fight lawsuits and attempts by victorious plaintiffs to collect damages. The strategies range from arguing legal immunity to claiming more recently that most of its assets are federal and therefore off limits to plaintiffs. The Baltimore Housing Authority, the fifth largest in the country, with an annual budget of around $300 million, is an independent entity overseen by a board of commissioners appointed by the mayor. Its executive director, Paul D. Graziano, also serves as Rollins Blake housing commissioner. Graziano said last week that he is totally sympathetic and sensitive to the families affected by lead poisoning, but the authority has no intention of paying the claims. Legal arguments aside, he said, the authority cannot afford to pay present and future claims. Every dollar we spend on judgments is a dollar less that is available for major capital needs. What needs are they? He said. Rollins Blake declined an interview requested through her spokesperson. Her office issued a statement. It is a tragedy when any individual suffered lead poisoning during childhood, the statement said. These claims involve incidents that occurred prior to the implementation of the Maryland lead law in 1996 and involve issues going back as far as 2 decades. Ain't no damn lie there. It goes way, way, way back. We can take it back farther than that. The mayor importantly broke up that sum into 2 chunks based on a calculation that lawyers could claim 30% of awards. She said up to $560 million would go to plaintiffs and up to $240 million would be to a handful of private attorneys. Not going to go too deeply into too much of this right now. I believe that the majority of the people that knows what this issue is. All I can say is that this mayor, it's cold. That is really cold to say. I may have spoken previously that you may have been detached or a little isolated. This is Buck Wild here. What about your babies? What about your children? What about your kith and kin? They couldn't be all doing swell and they all doing well. In the faces of these people, they are people. They are individuals. They are persons. They are human beings. They are not things. They are not something that you can just disregard like a rag. Have we had enough? Enough of the insensitivity. Have we had enough of the I don't give a damn about you attitude that they take towards the people here in Baltimore City? That's our money. That's taxpayers' money. And there is no distinction between one and the other. They are a city agency. Your housing commissioner sits on both. He's appointed by you, the mayor. So stop tripping and trying to twist things around and put a spin on them. These are our people whose lives have been destroyed, whose lives have been damaged. It is so much in this city government just stinks. Just rotten to the core. And it's a shame that it's going on, bleeding the public, robbing the public. Taxes, fees, speed light cameras, citations because you don't have your top on your trash can, because you have too many bags. High water bills, high BG and E, and some other alphabets. And if this doesn't move you, then you truly, this is a dead city with dead people. Zombies walking around. Everyone should be on this. Everyone should be on this. We should ride it like a pony, ride it like a horse, ride it like the conservatives was on Bill Clinton when he was in office. Howdy doody. That's who running damn foreign policy now. That's who in there bombing Africa. I'll get to that in a minute. It really angers me when we see the callousness, the such disregard for life. Shame on you. Shame on you. I must give biggie ups and give props to our sister, Councilwoman Belinda Conaway, for standing up. Thank you, sister. That's what we've been waiting for. That's what we're looking for. Stand up. Political representatives that will stand up and speak for the people. Everyday people. Thank you, sister, for speaking up for those who have been injured, those have been harmed. I saw you a couple of times and you were looking kind of weak in the knees. But I see you are getting yourself together. When you stand like this and others within the political arena stand like this, we stand with you. We stand with those who stand with the people. And if you can't stand with the people, then get the hell out of the way. Because not too many have came out and spoke on this issue. Elijah Cummings can do steroids, but he can't do lead paint. This will be a deciding factor on us, the everyday, ordinary person. Doesn't matter if you black or white, because poor folks lived in public housing and lived in this city too, so you are infected. I might be infected. I might be a lead paint baby. Well, some folks say I probably am, but hey, be that as it may. But we guys have so much to do. So much craziness is happening in this city. For the first time, I watched The Wire. I never watched it before. I watched 5 minutes of it before and turned it off because I didn't see no redeeming value in it, because I was looking at that which was taking place. They were portraying that was happening on the streets. But when I looked at it earlier this week, and I looked at the political aspects of it, hey, I realized that I missed something. Fill some spaces in. Because I was watching one episode where they were talking about this transition of moving these police commissioners out. And a discussion was taking place in the mayor's office with his cabinet and the city council president at the time. And the issue came up of the State Center project. Then I'm saying, wait a minute. You got these folks crying about that there's no so-called minority participation in these in this project that's going on. Who was the city council president at the time? Was it Sheila Dixon? And what is she doing now? Is she working with the minority contractors? Rescue me if I'm wrong. Something's not right. Something's going on. And we're going to have to look at this issue of development and look at the developers and the contractors. Something is not right. Something is afoul. Then maybe we need to look a little deeper. Because when we look and get an understanding of what's going on and happening in this city, it's based upon relationships. There's a thing of relationships that's going on and taking place. Some would say there's a foul smell in Denmark, but there's a foul smell in Baltimore City. It ain't no dead fish down at the harbor. It's in City Hall. The waste and the abuse within the city government. Folks occupying jobs and positions that they're not qualified for. You saw that the other day in the paper with the, I believe, housing inspector. Got several promotions, criminal background. No background check. But they'll check on me and you. So, something is not right when it comes to contractors, developers, and development. Because there's not a lot of development that's taking place in the hardest hit areas in this city. You're not getting anything. And I don't care how long you can boast that you were in the Senate or the legislature or 26 years, 27 years. Doesn't matter. Using there 5 years. These districts do not look too much different now than they did when you went in. So what are you doing? Are you bringing the bacon home? Are you bringing the tofu home? Are you delivering goods and services to the people here in Baltimore City? The mayor did not cancel the tax sale. And this sham legislation that they passed to so-called help to remedy this thing of these water bills and alleyways and sidewalks and citations and fines that haven't been paid goes back on the tax bill. And they put a threshold of $350. Most of us got bills that priced at that amount now. $300 and something bills. So let me do something that I did not do earlier. So I'm going to try to get something else moving up in here. So I'm going to try to see what I can get going. Probably within 10 minutes, I'll open these phone lines up for you to call in to express what's on your mind and what we can do. We got to, I forgot. The Conference of Mayors are coming to Baltimore City. That's the most quietest thing that's going on. The Conference of Mayors, isn't that interesting? Coming to your town, coming to our town. Where you going to be? So we have some stuff we have to do. So I'm going to take a short break, and I'll be back, and I'm going to be taking phone calls at that particular time. Okay?
I need liposuction under my chin, well, everywhere. I hate the bump on my nose. I hate my breasts, and my stomach has stretch marks. They make me sick. I'd like those to go away.
Good morning. Welcome, Madam Mayor.
I'm saving up my money for
Where's she trying to get her face erased like it was commonplace? Maybe just crazy because the doctor said she could. With new hips and tits, maybe full of lips. All it take a day is a pay for the tuck and nip. All the hoover would move her. By the time it was through, her whole body would look the way she thought it should. Let's take a splatter of fat and move from this to that. Like Frankenstein, but blind because it's in her mind. Don't know what she felt or why she hated herself. Maybe dolls or shows or maybe videos. Now it's plain to see the girl loves TV because she's chasing a dream we know can never be. Was all part of the plan to keep her looking right. Figured she could be Janet if she took the knife. It's not a sin to be thin. She trying hard to fit in, knowing soon she'll be a citizen of the plastic nation.
Tell me what you don't like about yourself.
I want to change my face, and I want to change my body. I want to change my body.
Tell me what you don't like about yourself.
I want to change my face. It would be so. It would be so.
Tell me what you don't like about yourself.
I want to change my face, and I want to change my body. I want to change my body.
Tell me what you don't like about yourself.
I want to change my face. It would be so great.
Now she was more crazy than lazy since she had a baby, trying to move and improve upon what God gave her.
1590 WFBR, Glen Burnie, Baltimore.
Started was wrong or that it wouldn't save her. Went to the clinic, was in it for over half a day. As they slice and dice to put the parts in place, her body bruised, abused, cause her mind's confused. Been on living a lie, but never satisfied. And you know it ain't right, that's somebody's daughter. Now her face is so tight that you could bounce a quarter. And the feeling they back, they said it'll never be back. She's a creature with features broken out of order. That's why we try to find a way to get inside and make you love your life and never need a knife. It's not a sin to be thin, don't need to bleed to fit in. Now she's another citizen of the plastic nation.
Tell me what you don't like about yourself.
I want to change my face, and I want to change my body. I want to change my body.
Tell me what you don't like about yourself.
I want to change my face. It would be so. It would be so.
Tell me what you don't like about yourself.
I want to change my face, and I want to change my body. I want to change my body.
Tell me what you don't like about yourself.
I want to change my face. It would be so. It would be so.
I need liposuction.
I'd like bigger calves.
I need liposuction.
And I'd also like to go Pussycat.
Tell me what you don't like about yourself.
Maybe I could have her ears. Maybe I could have her ears. And I like her nose.
Tell me what you don't like about yourself.
Because they don't stick out like ours do, see?
Good morning. The program is Stolen Property. I'm Brother Donald, the Spirit Man, and I'll be with you until the top of the noon hour. Let me bring this microphone down some. So I thank you for being here this morning. The phone number is 410-761-1592 on your AM dial. What are we going to do, Baltimore? Is the city going to pay those people who have been damaged by lead paint? We ain't even talk about the damn lead in the schools. No development in where you live. But developers are doing pretty well. And if you are a black minority, so-called minority contractor, maybe you need to get out the game, because you'll never be a primary contractor the way it's set up. You're just going to get a slice off the top. And everyone is not included. So there's a call that's on the line, and I'm going to take this call right now. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, Donald.
Yes.
You know, one thing I'm thinking about with the mayor, she might be one of those lead poisoning children. This indicates in my mind, right at this point in time, that she's 40 or 41 years old, and she's acting just the part. She gets to a point where she says she can't do or she don't have, and she's not going to do. Not that of what a mayor would say. And the thing is, I think that's basically where our problem is in the city. What we're doing is we're taking young women, young black women, and putting them in positions where, in fact, they have to act just as she's acting on Pete Rollins' position, his daughter, but she don't have the ability to do the job. And this, in fact, works against basically the black male in the city. Now, I speak to you like this now because I'm a much older gentleman than you are.
Yes, sir.
And I've experienced quite a bit of this that we're going through now with our young black women who really don't have the quality. But the fact is what they're doing is using them to attack our black population. And it looks like it's coming from this young lady who
yes,
we
sir.
call our mayor. But it's not coming from her. It's coming from a higher up
Yes, sir.
to capture the black man.
Yes, sir.
And they're doing a very good job. But I don't think that her intention is to be like we are seeing her. It's basically the orders that she's given, and she's following them to a T because she don't know really what to do.
Well, she's been in office long enough. She
I
knows.
understand she's been in office, but she can be put. You know, Pete Rollins was a good person himself as far as the office was concerned. But Pete Rollins wasn't that great that he could say that his daughter would necessarily qualify for doing the things that he did. And the thing is, I don't think really she means any harm to anyone, but she's in office where she doesn't qualify, and the fact is she's taking orders.
Yes,
and
sir.
she has to do exactly what she's told, or she's told she's not going to be there.
Yes, sir. I'm looking at it like this, that it's beyond taking orders of doing what someone may tell you to do. I don't think that she has as I listen to her on numerous subject matters, I don't believe that she has a black reference. I haven't heard a black reference, a reference to things that we can relate to. If it's trying to connect with the people, it's saying what somebody or did or my father did to get somebody out of trouble, or my brother or somebody out of trouble. It's speaking from a reference of privilege, of detachment, of not seeing herself as she will see me and you and everyone else. I'm different. I'm special. Maybe Special K, but I don't know.
What I'm saying is she's being used. She's not mere material right at this point in time, and she does not mean anyone any harm. But the system is using her to put the attack on the black man. That's what's going on in the city. Attack is on the black man in the city.
It's on all of us, black man, black woman, and black child. That discussion of the...
If you notice, sir, the black women who are being put in places, a lot of them aren't functioning. You got some of them that do function, but a lot of them aren't functioning. They're put there for the purpose of attack. And the attack is not to be a direct attack from the people in power. It's to be the attack on each other.
Yes, sir.
We are being attacked by our women at this point.
I'm gonna drop this call for right now, and I'll see what I can do with that after. Okay.
Thank you for talking.
You're welcome. I'm not gonna dump on the sisters like that. They have one hell of a job to do. Their job and the other job just dealing with us. But we have to come and understand some things that we have to understand that the situation that they're in, a lot of our sisters are doing a lot better than the brothers and making that bank. And we have to understand that they got babies to feed. They looking to have a nice, secure place to live, like all of us should. Maybe we just got played out position. And if the sister's there, maybe we can stand up and work with them and stand with them that some changes can be made. I'm not going to dump on the sister. I understand what the situations and the circumstances may be. I'm not going to fight our sisters. And our sisters should not fight us. But we need to one day have a discussion on this situation that we find ourselves in. That the imbalance that take place as far as the black males and the black females are concerned, that the sisters are working and the brothers are not. We have to come to understand that and how divide and conquer works. We can not be able to do some things within our families, within our households, if we are at each other's throats. And we can't clean our houses up if we are permitting folks to continuously throwing trash in the house. We can clean all day, all night, all year until we deal with those that's throwing trash in our house or items or things that's not wanted. I'm not going to dump on the sisters like that. The phone number is 410-761-1592. Lead pink babies, borderline retards, Riri. Our folks been damaged. Our folks been harmed. And the city says they don't want to pay. Are you going to make them pay? Are you going to get up off your behind? Off your backside, off your buttocks? What are you going to do? Because on this, you can't sit still. You can't remain quiet. And we're looking for other persons to stand up. Other political representatives to stand up. Openly. Besides Belinda Conaway. And you have to give the sister some props. She's going to catch some heat from it. but she's doing what she's supposed to do. Are you going to do what you're supposed to do? Do you really care about your children? This is it. Do you really care about yourselves? Do you love your children? Do you love yourselves? Do we love ourselves? The phone number is 410-761-1592. The line should be blowing up. What in the hell is wrong with you? I said that there was lead paint babies in this town, a lot of them. They destroyed the records. They lost the records. Whatever they did with them, they're not there now. Because it's much more larger than what has been said, what has came out. The corruption within this and mismanagement within this city government is much more larger and bigger than what has been said. But you don't want to say nothing about nothing. And when you do say something, it's nothing about nothing. Then some will say it's an attack on the mayor. It's an attack on the governor. Well, damn it, if the shoe fit, wear it. And if the drawers are your sides, then put them on. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yes, first of all, God bless you, Brother Donald.
Yes, sir.
Now, as far as this lead paint thing with these children, it's a closed case because the judge then already said they have to pay.
They have to pay.
And that's simple as that. They need to pay. Now, the elderly gentleman just called a few minutes ago. I'm in my 60s also, and I've had quite a bit of experience in my lifetime. Although I'm just a GED high school graduate.
That's good.
From a GED to all these PhDs out here. If the mayor know that she don't mean the people no harm, and she sees that she's taking orders from other people instead of being in a leadership position, then she can resign. She can resign and say, I've stepped into this. This was left in my hands of the interim mayor, and I'm not going to run for mayor because I see now that misjustice is going on, and I'm not, at this time, able to handle that job. That's the godly thing to do, just to step aside.
Yes, sir. You're correct about that. She's not going to do it.
So she's taking orders from other people, and they're not letting her run the city the way she feels that she should run the city. She should expose them.
Well, she's doing no more than she's been doing since she's been there in the council.
But if she's just following the orders from somebody else, so she can stay in the position, then that's saying that she just wants to stay in the position. She don't give a shit what happens.
Correct.
And that's not right. Now, I got this little thing I want to tell you.
Yes, sir.
It says, what a tragedy is help when it harms what it's supposed to support. Now, the harm is the police department is supposed to help, serve, and protect. But the police department has gone buck wild. They more interested in brothers shooting dice than they are police shooting each other.
Yes, sir.
It's a shame. See, when you're supposed to have help, the government is supposed to help the people, but they're doing more harm.
And we have to deal with that, and we have to do what we have to do to make things better for us, and that we can be safe.
Yes, sir.
From the harmers.
Yes, sir.
So, brother, I thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes, sir. The phone number is 410-761-1592. Maybe she gets into Plastic Nation. She's just not real. She don't come off as real. I don't know what to say about some of these representatives. Mealy mouth, and you can catch them at a happy hour. You can catch them at a congressional caucus party, It's a party in town. They're going to show up. All of them. But what about our children? What about our babies? What about the adults that are damaged? And what about the ones that are still being damaged? As I said before, Baltimore City is the government, is the #1 slumlord in the city. Good morning. You on the air.
Good morning, Brother Donald. How are you?
All right, sir.
Those folks are going to do what they're going to do because they know the people are going to just stand by, and they're going to take it.
I don't think they're going to do it this time. I think this is something that have gotten our people up and opened a lot of people's eyes up. A lot of folks are really ticked about this.
You know, the lawyers are going to get paid. The lawyers are going to get their money because they took those cases on contingency fees. This is just something to show that we don't care about you. The lawyers will get their money. Believe that. They'll put liens on the city. They'll put liens on city property. And if they need to, they will put claims against the public official bonds and all of the other things that we have been telling people they need to do because these are things that lawyers would do. You know, the lawyers will put a claim in against the mayor's bond. They'll put a claim in against Graziano's bond. They'll put a lien on her property. They'll put a lien on city property. But when we say do these things, people say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You know, if they're not going to follow the law, you're not under no obligation to follow the law. And if they're going to continue to abuse you, the white boys that started this country, they picked up guns and started shooting people who were abusing them. But they know that we don't have that kind of heart.
Well, the thing is that whatever we're going to do, we just have to do it and let them declare it. We just have to do it.
You know, Donald, I advocate grand jury. I advocate going before the Justice Department because these are last-ditch efforts before the people should rise up and arm themselves and defend themselves against rogue police and against rogue government. It's a last-ditch attempt to say, we are holding you accountable before your own law. If you're not going to follow your law, what obligation am I under to follow your law?
At this point, it's beyond the law. It's not about the law right now.
Well,
I'm putting the law out of the out. It has nothing to do with the law. It's about us, everyday ordinary people.
But the everyday ordinary people come under the law. If you driving down the street,
David, hear me out. This is not about the law. This is about people getting off their butts, opening their mouths, and shutting this damn city down to our children and our people. Our people get paid.
Go to work. I can't come out there with you and stand out in the street and shut the city down.
Most of the folks in this city now, you know, folks are losing jobs like this and that and the other. We have to organize our people and we have to make the change. See,
we fighting and cutting each other's throats. People say, I want to be a leader. When you say come out and shut them down where you need to shut them down, right there between them two courthouses where all of this shit takes place, nobody wants to. And you want to march here, you want to march there. But I'm telling you, people are not going to come off of there because they're fat. They get a little paycheck. They have a car. They have nothing. They feel as though they have nothing to lose.
Well,
they have everything to gain by remaining in this system. And there is no justification for continuing to integrate into a racist system of government and commerce that you know is racist, that you know is stacked against you, that you know abuses you. There is no justification for this, man. And I don't understand why people sit back and take it.
Well, let me, I got about 7 minutes left. Let me see if I can pull someone else on and see what I can say, just something on that.
All right, brother.
Yes, sir. I don't have the defeatist attitude. I don't have the defeatist mindset. I'm not going to sit back on my behind, on my posture, or on my ass and tolerate what's going on. I'm not going to say what the people will do and what they won't do. As I said before, this issue have raised the eyebrows and opened up the eyes of a lot of people in the city of what's going on and what's going on and what's happening. I'm not gonna knock the folks like this, because I'm not gonna say what they won't do, because what we want them to do just the contrary and encourage them to do the same thing. Not gonna discourage our people at all. We need all the encouragement, all the information, and all the inspiration that we need. If you're gonna take somebody to the grand jury, stop talking about it and do it. Stop talking about it and do it. Damn. I apologize for that, but do it. Do it. Do it. Don't talk about it. It's getting on my damn nerves. Do it. And that's the only horse that you can ride, then ride off to the sunset. If you take it personal, I don't care. It's becoming tiresome. I'm tired of hearing it. If you feel dissed, then you just dissed. Our people in bad shape in this city. And we should be doing everything that we can possible to help those out who are at least less fortunate than us, who don't have the information that we have and just not where we are. We got to bring them to where we are. Good morning. You on the air.
Hey, man, this is me again. We went to...
That was you again, and you're gone. It's difficult to come before these microphones and do this. I mean, it's really a lot, because being out here as open as I am, it's, I put a lot on the line. I put a lot on the line. I put on the line what some folks just worried about. A paycheck, some dead president, some mucho gringo. Put that on the line every day. The security and the protection of my family and our families. We do this every day. When are you going to put something on the line? When are we going to put ourselves on the line? Because if they do this to those who have been damaged by lead paint, what are they doing to other people and other folks who have been damaged in other ways and by other things? This is a unifier, not a disunifier. This is a encourager, not a discouragement. And I'm not going to discourage our people. I don't care, where you are, what camp you in, or whatever, this and that and the other. The bottom line is that we all should be one on this issue of rectifying this issue. Because if they disregard them, they just said they disregarded us. They said we were nothing. That we were trash. Worse than a rag. Worse than a cockroach in a Coke bottle. That's what the mayor said. You nothing. You ain't worth nothing. That's not just to the folks that was damaged. That was to all of us. I don't want to hear about no grand jury movement. Do it. Just do it. Give me a break. Man. The phone number is 410-761-1592. We got to get past the law. I said before, there's no law in this country that can protect a black man, a black woman, and a black child from a white man on a mission. The law is only good if those who apply it. If they have a change of mind, they have a change of attitude, then the law means absolutely nothing. My time is up. I'm getting out of here to close this program out. Somebody, there, the last minute, somebody want to blow the lines up. Go for it, brother. Yes, sir. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yes, good morning. I agree with you 100% about
Yes, ma'am.
the lead, because the majority of the children that have lead is black.
Yes, ma'am.
Is black.
This is
and
historic.
It's a damn shame that the mayor not doing nothing about it.
She's not going to do anything.
And the
We have to
people
do that.
So educated, our black people, they're not even worried about it. They don't know it affects them because they have children and grandchildren. If they don't have them now, they'll be having them. And it's a damn shame.
It is, sister. It is.
And y'all mayor, because I did not vote for her, y'all mayor, she's sitting in there trying to look pretty, and she knows she cannot do the job. And another thing, her and O'Malley had an affair. So you think about that.
We have to say that is an opinion that you expressed. I can't.
I understand.
Yes, ma'am, because I can't
heard
verify
it
that.
From Muhammad on the air, and I believe every word he said.
Yes, ma'am. So
and it's a damn shame, y'all mayor, because she's not mine, and she's not the people mayor.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'll be glad when she's gone and be a woman, Rollins, and step down, because they're going to take you down too.
Yes, ma'am. My time is up, and I'm going to have to get out of here.
Thank you, baby.
I appreciate it, sister. It is what it is, and we have to seriously get up off our behinds and do something for ourselves. It's not going to change until we do it. We got the conference of mayors coming into town soon, and instead of doing a grand jury movement, you can take your behind down there and organize and take some people down there. I mean, that just irritated me. So the program is Stolen Property here on WFBR 1590. WFBR, Brother Dern is coming up with State of the City. So it's a mess, and only we can turn it around. Brothers and sisters, peace.